Hey, what's up you guys? It's me, Megan, one of your campus engagement reporters with the Georgeanna studio. This week, in honor of Black History Month, we went on a private tour at the Willow Hill Renaissance Center and got a lot of really cool information. So we hope you guys enjoy. Check it out.
So welcome to the Willow Hill Heritage and Renaissance Center. Willow Hill has a very, very long history. In 1874, the school was started just less than an eighth of a mile from here. It was integrated in 1970, and when it closed in 1999, it was the oldest continuous operating school in Bullitt County. We paid $124,000 after all the tax was put into the buy. We had a lot of bidders against us, but we always said there is no price on our heritage. After the war, an effort was being made by the colored people to educate themselves. So Willow Hill was sort of founded 9 years after the Civil War in that particular context. The very, very first teacher, Georgeanna Riggs, born in slavery in 1859, was a mere 15 years old when she started teaching at the Willow Hill School. Negroes would vote for the first time in 1946 since the early 1890s, and that was on Wednesday, March 6th. However, on March 5th, 1946, the KKKs, who were active in Bullitt County at that time, came in their robes, drove up to the school to intimidate the men that were meeting there, and told them not to come to the polls and vote the following day. However, the men showed up at the poll the next day, and this would be the first time that blacks would have voted since the 1890s. This is my grandmother, Bonnie Mae Donaldson Lee, who went to school here herself, and this is a night where many of the parents would come out. Here's some old school newspapers called the Willow Hill Times, and there's a lot of little gossip in here. Sometimes I look through them and laugh. And here's a picture of me when I attended Willow Hill. My daughter, this is her as a 13-year-old student in Ohio, was looking for a National History Day project. And I told her, I said, honey, we have a lot of great history in our family. On June 16, 1988, she became the first student in Franklin County, Ohio, to win a national award. Her project came in first place in the nation. Something happened. My hands went up, and I just went up in the air. Proud father.
Why do you think that understanding your community's local history, such as the story behind the Willow Hill School, is important in the face of America's current political and social hardships?
It's important because this is a part of the American story. And these are the stories that you might not hear about, that may be lost. It also is the story of overcoming hardships and working against all of the odds. So this story is and can be an inspiration to generations of young people coming along now who know how the road was made for them to be where they are today. So yes, this is an important story. And as my daughter in 1988 won a national award on this story of Willow Hill, even the judges who were historians in their own right stated what an important story this is. And we believe it, and we will continue to share it so that others will see this story and hopefully that it can improve their lives. And as we look at the current political discussions, the negative things that are going on in our country at this time, we want most folk, as we believe, will look to this story as an inspiration, and that they will say that this time in history, this too shall pass.